get the other one or somebody else that knows about this to come in and say, this is who did it. And one of the two people that was there is close to breaking. The other one, next time he gets hooked up and put in the back of a police car, what's he gonna say? I can solve a murder. And he's gonna put his spin on it. Not y'all's spin. Okay, he's gonna put his spin on it. But he's gonna tell us who pulled the trigger because it's beneficial for him. The other kid wants to do what's right because he's eating his heart up. It's ripping his soul out. The other one, he's gonna do it to protect himself next time he gets arrested. He's gonna give it up. No doubt. So one way or the other, one of those two dudes in the very near future is gonna say who pulled the trigger. Alright? One of them is gonna put his own spin on it. The other one is like, yeah. That's where we're at. And all it's going to take is it's going to be that one eyewitness or that one witness that knows what happened to come forward and put a name in front of us, put a face in front of us, and then we've got all this evidence pointing towards Anderson's. That one little thing is going to be all it takes, okay, to lock somebody up. And because nobody from, and I'm just going to say the other side because you're saying it wasn't you, nobody from the other side is stepping forward and saying, you know what, yeah, these guys were coming to our house. They already threatened us, and we see them, and they're actually coming through the cut towards our house.
Yo
so
said
yeah,
it's
we had to do something. We had to do something right then before they hurt us, before they hurt Mama, before they hurt little Danny.
The two witnesses that the officer just mentioned were Joshua's friends who were with him on the live stream, and their testimonies were crucial in piecing together what happened leading up to the killing, which is as follows. Hours before the live stream, the two friends were attacked by Danquez. These two then went to Joshua to seek help, who was enraged after hearing about the assault and consequently planned to head to the Anderson residence to get revenge. Initially, they had armed themselves with a firearm, but Joshua repeatedly expressed that he did not wish to use it and would rather fight physically. They would then cross the parking lot of Bethel AME Church.
You can't bring a gun and say, I didn't want to use it. Why you bring a gun then? Then it was like they was bluffing, but that shit really went down and they ain't know what the fuck to do. This really seemed like they should have never did this shit. It seemed like niggas was with it, and then when he started letting them shots off, shit went left. But why you bring a gun if you not gonna use it though? That was crazy. Then they went live. Why the fuck would you go live, nigga? They should have just stayed home. What the fuck? They put themselves in a bad situation. This low-key crazy.
To get to Danquez's house. Danquez ambushed Joshua and killed him, while the two friends were lucky enough to escape. And knowing that all of this was captured live, Danquez will slowly begin to realize the kind of situation he has landed himself in.
Y'all got a lot of video, y'all gonna see me, y'all gonna see Mr. Gabe himself at the joint. Y'all gonna see that on God, y'all gonna see that, because that's what they say when you join somebody live.
Yeah, it says that. It says Mr. Getty himself has joined. It says that. You were on the live.
So it's it.
Your brother says, little Danny says that you were home on Tuskegee, that y'all were on the live. Y'all watched it. Y'all saw these guys come into your house talking about all the things we've been talking about, what they were going to do to y'all. It's you and little Danny there. Okay? Little Danny's in there crying, saying didn't have no choice. They was coming to get us.
I know I was.
Yeah, you were at Tuskegee.
Y'all can prove me that I was at Hotel House.
Brother, I don't need to prove it to you. I told you this coming in, and you think I'm lying to you. There's some white 40-something-year-old cop that don't care. I don't want you to go down in burning flames for this and not graduate this year and not go and get your trade school degree, learn how to weld and make all kinds of money. I don't want that to happen. Okay? I've told you everything about, you saw that live. You don't need me to explain to you what was on the live. You know that that guy and his friends were coming to do business.
On nobody Instagram live. I wasn't on nobody live.
So Danny is lying? Or am I lying?
If you see Mr. Getty himself doing somebody live, you have to show me that, because I didn't join nobody live. I don't even follow these people.
Yo got his phone right there, bro. This is, you can't make this shit up.
What? Ain't no way you see me doing that live.
Do you not see the olive branch that we've been offering you and your brothers all day long? That olive branch being these people were coming to hurt you, so you had to do something that was justifiable? Do you not
I know what
see
you're
that?
talking about. I know what you're talking about. I'm not. No, I'm not. Because I don't know what y'all talking about. I can't. I understand what you're saying. You're saying like, oh, somebody come in your house, do something to you, y'all gotta defend yourself.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. Self-defense. I know what you're talking about.
Right.
I know what you're talking about.
We're not trying to hard time you. We're not trying to say that you did some premeditated murder because you had a beef with these people. These people had a beef with y'all, a serious beef. You know? Knowledge don't come to your house one time, now knowledge's friends coming to your house a second time. Oh, why? Why are they coming to the house? I'll tell you why they're coming to the house. Because Knowledge got locked up for what he did to your mama. And they gotta get...
Nah, the cop really, yo, police be instigating. Nigga say, you know why Knowledge got locked up? You know why he got locked up. For that shit that he did in the streets, nigga. Police be popping it, yo.
Retaliation for Knowledge, so they can prove that they're hard.
Yo, messy as shit, chat.
All that other junk, all that other shit they're talking. That's why they're coming there to the house. And they're gonna do what Knowledge did. Except this time, they're talking about bringing fire. They're talking about hurting people. They're talking about everything else.
We gonna move. They ain't gonna know where we at. We gonna call y'all. That's what we got y'all for.
For whatever reason, and it's probably because you didn't think there was enough time, and hey, guess what? You might have been right. There wasn't enough time.
What?
That you had to go out there and take care of it. You had to protect Danny. You had to protect the house. You had to protect your mama. And anybody else would have got caught up in that. So you stepped up because Daniel wasn't there. You was the only one.
Shortly after this conversation, the detectives leave to get another statement from Danquez's brother, Danny. This would prove to be the most important testimony in this case, as Danny gives a full recollection of what happened. Allegedly, both he and Danquez were at their house when Danny noticed the live stream from Joshua. Soon, he shared it with Danquez, who immediately left the house saying he was going to protect his family when he heard Joshua reference being armed. After he left, Joshua was killed and Danquez...
Hold up. Let's backtrack.
As Danny gives a full recollection of what happened. Allegedly, both he and Danquez were at their house when Danny noticed the live stream from Joshua. Soon.
So Danny showed his brother so wait. I feel like I'm gonna keep it 100, bro. Any situation where somebody coming to tell you what somebody else is doing, bro, who really the problem, bro? The messenger or the problem? I feel like Bando, that's his brother. If you know how your folks is, I don't know. I feel like that was a little crazy though. Like, if you know your man's a crash out, why you gonna tell him niggas talking bad about him? You knew what he was gonna do. Knew what he was gonna do. But then again, it's like, why is niggas coming to his house though? That's crazy. I'm just looking at it from all angles. But why is them niggas coming to his house though? That's crazy though. Like, that's what they mean when they say never bring a knife to a gunfight. Never bring fists to a gunfight. That's why they say shit like that. Cause when them niggas came to his house, they probably wasn't even thinking that they was going to crash out about that shit. But let's watch the rest of it.
Soon, he shared it with Danquez, who immediately left the house saying he was going to protect his family when he heard Joshua reference being armed. After he left, Joshua was killed and Danquez did not return home until the next day. This leads investigators to two important conclusions. One, Danquez lied to them about being at his friend Trey's house, and they now have undeniable proof of that. Two, if he really stated that he was going to protect his family and actively sought out Joshua, this would mean there was intent to kill or harm. This certainly does not help Danquez's story of self-defense, as two detectives return to confront him with these new findings.
The reason that I just went out there is because Danny was sitting there with your mom. Just opened up a whole lot more. Alright?
A one?
No, I said he opened up a whole lot more.
But you're not helping yourself because you think you're in here trying to be hard and you think you can deny it. You think you can deny it, but you can't.
It's not hard. I know it's not. I know that you're tore up, and I know that you're scared. It's not necessarily you trying to be hard. It comes off that way, but I know from talking to you that you're scared and that you're tore up about what you had to do. All right? You're lying to us now. You were not at Fortre's house. You weren't at Fortre's house, and you were watching the live. Okay? We can start right there. You've been lying to me about that forever. It's starting to make me feel like I'm not very good at my job, and that hurts my feelings. And please don't hurt my feelings. And don't insult my intelligence by continuing to lie to me and tell me that you're at Fortre's house. I've already told you, Fortre has got another guy over at his house, and he don't care. He don't care about you anymore.
You think I care if Forte care about me?
I don't know. Probably not.
You should
All
care
I'm saying is
your only alibi.
All I'm saying is he's not alibying you.
No, he's trying to make.
You think you can deny it, but you can't.
I think I'm trying to be hard.
It's not hard. I know it's not. I know that you're tore up, and I know that you're scared. It's not necessarily you trying to be hard. It comes off that way, but I know from talking to you that you're scared and that you're tore up about what you had to do. All right? You're lying to us now. You were not at Fortre's house. You weren't at Fortre's house, and you were watching the live. Okay? We can start right there. You've been lying to me about that forever. It's starting to make me feel like I'm not very good at my job, and that hurts my feelings. And please don't hurt my feelings. And don't insult my intelligence by continuing to lie to me and tell me that you're at Fortre's house. I've already told you, Fortre has got another guy over at his house, and he don't care. He don't care about you anymore.
You think I care if Forte care about me?
I don't know. Probably not.
You should
All
care
I'm saying is
your only alibi.
All I'm saying is he's not alibying you.
No, he's trying to make.
He's not alibying you. That's the point.
Your brother's not alibying you either. He's saying that you were there in the house.
You can clearly see Danquez begin to contemplate telling detectives everything. For now, he only needs one final push to make him go over the edge. What Danquez doesn't anticipate, however, is that this push wouldn't come as cold hard evidence, but in the form of a person.
What?
You can have a seat. That's fine.
Better.
This is Danquez's mother, Stephanie, who has just been informed of the situation surrounding Danquez.
These people already know. When they found out, I do not know. They ain't telling me. Okay, on the video, they seen the threats. They said, we finna come do whatever. We got guns coming to hurt, whatever. At 5, that's my address. If you was going to defend yourself, us, or whoever, they can look at it that way, or they can look at it as when y'all seen them on the video saying what they was going to do. Why y'all ain't tell y'all mama for y'all mama to get the police on the scene? But the lady that just walked me down to smoke a cigarette, she said, ma'am, how fast things was moving. She said we probably wouldn't have made it there on time.
Can you tell him what Danny said? Because I don't think he trusts what you're saying.
But who's on?
He was saying that when he seen Ooh was saying when the live video, because she told Ooh that we watched the live video. She said, Ooh, I seen y'all on there watching the live video, and when y'all seen it and they said they was gonna do this and do that, and they was asking Ooh, what did your brother do then? They was asking him questions, and Ooh was telling it that I seen my brother leave. I didn't see my brother leave with no gun, but I seen my brother leave. And he was saying something about did he go to AP? She was asking him, did he go to AP or did he go down the road? I mean, like, I'm trying to find out, and I don't even know.
I'm trying to find out.
Okay.
And my thing is, Ben, I'm thinking you was in the AP.
No. You brought the AP. But didn't Danny tell us that he showed the live?
Yes, they did the live.
He showed the live to him, and then he left saying he's going to defend himself. He's going to go defend them.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't believe us that Danny told us that. He doesn't believe us that Danny told us that. He went down there and defended them, and he shot them.
Yeah. Me and Ood in the same room.
Yeah. I told him that.
But my thing is,
he's not wanting to claim his own self-defense, is what it is.
Better. My thing is, as of being a mother and as of being a mama and a woman, if I wasn't even your mama, When them people said that, you knew if y'all would have brought that to my attention, I would have had the police find out. You knew it. Now tell them that you know if we would have showed out on that video, y'all. What? Every officer on the force would have been over there.
Here's the thing: is your brother sitting in a room, Danny sitting in a room with your mama.
Parents don't be understanding. It don't be time for shit like that though. If a nigga on live saying he ready to come slide down, what a nigga look like telling his mother that? Like, let's just be real, dummy. What a nigga look like telling his mother that?
Said that Dan Quest wasn't at Fort Trey's house. Is that not what he said? Is that not what he said? Danny said that Dan Quest was home, right? He wasn't. Dan Quest is saying, I wasn't home, I was at Fort Trey's house. Fort Trey's house.
Who trying to tell me that you was in the room? I say, I ain't see my baby here.
Exactly.
I say, I did not see him
Well,
here.
first off, you were sitting in your room.
Yeah.
We're not worried about what you saw. Did Danny tell us that he was home?
Yeah, Danny said that in the other room. He said that, and I said, ooh, I ain't see my baby, and I did not say that. I said,
Yeah,
I
we're
ain't
not worried
see
about
my
what you
baby.
saw. We're worried about what Danny saw because you didn't know anything about this until Danny sat
Until
there
it
and
was
said
over, really. You know, you didn't know any of this was going on.
No. And to find out all this, man,
And
this shit gonna run me crazy.
Danny says I showed Dan Quez the live.
The live video.
Went in there and woke him up, showed him the live. And he's saying, no, he didn't show me any live. I wasn't at home. I wasn't at home. I wasn't at home. I was with Fort Trey.
I ain't see.
We're not asking
So,
what you. We're what he doesn't believe us that Danny told us this stuff. So
Yeah, that's what my son said. But me personally, I'm the type of person, I ain't finna lie, not even for my mama.
Oh, I know.
I didn't see
if they'd have come to
my
you,
baby there.
Okay.
if they'd have come to you, I know you would have called them.
Yeah.
I know that you would have, and he knows that you would have too.
So do you think
They didn't come to you.
Danny's lying, saying that he went down there to defend y'all?
I don't know about that issue right
No,
now.
do you think Danny would lie and try to say his brother went down to defend them?
Well, I think Danny
He's
was
trying
lying.
to say that Danny would lie and point at his brother as a shooter to defend you guys.
No, I won't think he would lie, but I think, if anything, he would, try to save him. So I think that's the truth, what he's saying or whatever, but I ain't see my baby there.
Stephanie is likely not trying to defend Danquez here, but rather genuinely confused about whether he was home. The truth is that Danquez was at home, as supported by statements from both Danny and Daniel, as the detective will explain.
The only thing that we're asking you at this point is to stop lying to us about being at Fort Trez's house. Stop lying to us about watching the live, because Danny said you watched the live. He said you were at home, okay? Danny believes that they were coming to do harm. I'm telling you that I'm watching the video, and they look like they're coming to do some harm. All right, did you watch the video?
I haven't shown you.
Okay, when you watch the video, you're going to say, oh, those guys are coming to do some harm.
Y'all clearly.
You don't need to see the video because you've already seen it, bro. You've already seen it. That's the
I said
thing.
we're gonna show your mom.
Bro is crazy.
You don't need to see the video because you've already seen it, bro. You've already seen it. That's the
I said
thing.
we're gonna show your mom when we
Yeah.
get there.
Bro is
Danny,
crazy.
listen. Hey, Dan Quest, your brother Danny said that you already saw it. Okay.
Let me ask you this.
Go
If
ahead.
he go ahead and say that they was threatening me and they seen the guns or whatever and I went down there and boom bam, then what?
Listen. We're not going to put words into his mouth.
Mhm.
Okay. We have literally extended the olive branch as far as we can extend it and said,
Yo was putting words in his mouth the whole time. Now he's saying he can't. Nah, fuck out of there.
that, the guys are making threatening comments. They're saying they're going to hurt people, just like I told you before. I'm assuming, because I wasn't in there, but I'm assuming that Danny said that it was threatening, right? And Danny said that he felt like it was something that, I don't know, justified or something like that. Only he can tell us what he felt if he was scared by what he saw. Only he can tell us exactly.
You know you cook when you put your head down on the table like this. I ain't gonna lie.
Exactly what he did, step by step, and whether or not he felt like that was his only choice. He's the only person that can tell us that.
Mm-hmm.
And this isn't a case of, well, he just needs to admit to something that he didn't do and just say that he felt like he had to do it. The evidence is pointing at him. His own brother's pointing at him. I'm gonna assume that, given everything that's happened here today, because it's just like Danny said, the three brothers got together and talked about this the next day, right? And they were saying, well, we just go to the police and tell them what happened, and then kind of chickened out at the last minute and got scared, right? So I would almost assume that if we went back to Daniel and said, this is what Danny said, this is what we know, this is what your mom says, that even Daniel's going to be like, yeah, I wasn't there, but that's what they told me happened. We talked about going to the police, but backed out at the last minute.
And I never knew what happened to this day here.
Yeah, I know. If you didn't know all this, you'd have called us and you'd have drug them all in here and said, tell the truth.
I called about everything else.
So,
you thought when that dude put that gun to my head, I was gonna go call y'all and then get me a gun and go shoot up?
I'm glad that you called. So I think that even Daniel's gonna come in.
The fact that niggas' mothers even had to go through that, bro, like, that shit too deep, like, that shit wild.
And he can at least say what they talked about after. This, you know, I'm kind of at the point right now where, and I think we all are, where it's just like we told you, this thing goes one of two ways. We got to get over that hump. He's going to have to start giving us some detail about what happens to prove that he was actually there.
And matter of fact, I thought this dude was already talked to the investigators and had them cleared up that Quest was with him to his house.
Yeah.
He wasn't.
No. So.
Put your and tell them that they just think.
Your own brother said you were home and you left after seeing the video to go defend you.
Yeah, it's not.
That's what we're telling you.
And again, I'm not. I know that you're not trying to be hard. I know that you went through.
Tell y'all self-defense or first-degree murder.
Yeah.
I'll tell y'all something I don't know, bro.
You better watch your mouth.
He's okay. Doing good. I ain't doing
no, because for number one, when they came to the house, they told me that.
Niggas put a gun to his mom's head, and she worried about him cussing. Yo, you can't make it up, bro. You cannot make this shit up. Nigga put a gun to this woman's head, bro, and she worried about this nigga cussing, gang. Like, that don't... Bro.
The videos. Now, see, I don't think not one time these people try to railroad you. What I think right now is they trying to see if you come out with that information... And if it matches up to a self-defense thing...
Y'all already got information. Why y'all still asking me questions?
Because we can't claim self-defense for you. How many times have I told you that? You can only do that for yourself. Yeah, that's the other option.
Let's don't even worry about that right now, okay?
Y'all said that, but
listen, that's a potential, okay? That's a potential, because right now the only person saying that they think this, what we think from watching the video don't necessarily matter as much as what y'all think from watching the video. Your brother says that, you know, it was kind of a scary situation, they're making threats, and maybe Mama just needs to watch the video.
Can I see it?
You don't need to watch the video because you've already seen the video.
You keep telling me I've seen the video.
Yeah, I keep telling you that. So that's the thing. Is we're not messing around with you. You know the video exists. You know you watched it. Your own brother said that you watched it. Now I don't know how much of it you saw. I'll give you that.
I feel like if he had a lawyer, this whole situation would have been out the window.
Y'all brought my mom in here instead of Danny.
What is that now?
I asked my brother to come in here. Y'all brought my mom in.
You want Danny to come in here?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that to Danny. You know why I'm not gonna do it to Danny? Because Danny's broken up about what he had to say.
For the rest of the questioning, Danquez refuses to cooperate with investigators as their attempts to question him are only met with silence. But the detectives have one last tactic left, a tactic that will make Danquez do a complete 180 and give a full confession.
Alright, I need you to come over here. Have a seat.
I can walk around or something?
Nope. Don't put your hands on your back. You're not giving me any other choice. I've been trying to help you. I've been here this whole time trying to help you.
I'm arrested?
Right now, you are being detained under suspicion of homicide.
I gotta talk
Nigga, Trump.
to the state.
I gotta call the state attorney now.
And they can tell you if you're being arrested.
I was trying to get your statement before I did this.
Well, you just went outside to talk to my mom, and you just came back in and did this.
Yeah, your mom's leaving.
Your mom's
Wait
leaving.
for her.
Bro, what?